Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ratchadaporn Tumpitak.
And I am Saowaluk Natham.
We are second year Air Cargo Management Student College of Logistics and Supply Chain, Sunsunanta Ratchapat University.
I have divided my presentation into three main parts. I will be explaining aileron, and then I will go on to elevator. Finally is ladder. My presentation will take about 5 minutes. I will email the PowerPoint presentation to you. If you have any question, there will be time for questions after my talk.
Why do you have to learn about aircraft component? We are not a pilot, not technician, not engineer. We are freight forwarder. Then how important is learning about aircraft component for us? Maybe you can guess an answer for our presentation. So let me talk about aileron. Aileron are a primary flight control the longitudinal AC surface referred to as low. The aileron are attached to the outboard tailing edge of each wing, and when the manual autopilot control input is made, move in opposite direction from one another. In some large aircraft, two ailerons are mounted on each wing. As you can see on the left and right side of the picture, this is aileron. So much for aileron. Let's move on to the next point.
In this part of my presentation, I would like to tell you about elevator. Elevator is a primary flight control the lateral axis surface, referred to as pitch. Most aircraft have two elevators, one of which is mounted on the tailing edge of each half of the horizontal stabilizer. When a manual or autopilot control input is made, the elevator moves up or down as appropriate. As you can see across the top in picture, this is elevator. Okay, this brings me to the end of my second point. Before we turn to the next issue, I would just like to quote the well-known idol based in South Korea. She is Lisa Blackpink. She says, "Blackpink is impossible if we are not four."
So the aircraft component have many parts. If any part is missing, the aircraft cannot fly right. Next, the last issue is a ladder. The ladder is the primary flight control rotation about the vertical AC surface referred to as yaw. The ladder is a movable surface that is mounted on the tailing edge of the vertical stabilizer on fin. Unlike a boat, the ladder is not used to steer the aircraft. Ladder is used to overcome adverse yaw induced by turning, or in the case of a multi-engine aircraft, by engine failure, and also allow the aircraft to be intentionally slipped when required. As you can see in the top center on picture, this is ladder. That's all I have to say.
Alright, we are now nearing the end of my talk. Let me briefly summarize what we said so far. Aileron control movement about the roll axis, elevator control movement about the pitch axis, and ladder control rotation about the yaw axis. Well, as I asked you earlier, remember, I asked you how important are learning about aircraft components for us. Have you received an answer? In my opinion, the aircraft components are linking to the logistic activity because people need product and service faster. So we have to take care and focus on the safety of customers. Now, I'll be happy to answer any question you may have. As a final point, I would like to say thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.